For fuck's sakes, we're back with BuzzFeed. What the fuck? Alright? What the heckly fuck is wrong with manspreading? Oh my god, I didn't know opening my legs so uncomfortable is illegal. Fuck's sakes, I'm fucking BuzzFeed motherfuckers.
My balls! I don't want my balls sticking to my legs!
Yeah, so what's wrong with that? You have to agree, that's comfortable.
Manspreading is when a man spreads his physical body to take up as much space as humanly.
Don't! No, you stupid! Whatever the fuck you are! I don't know if you're human! That's rude. Because coming from an attack helicopter, that's a bit rude. But manspreading, you do not take as much room as humanly possible. You take as much room as you need to make sure your balls do not get hurt. Because if your balls get too hurt, you can't reproduce. And if you can't reproduce, you're fucked. Alright? And also, if you hurt your balls too much, say if somebody kicks you or punches you really fucking hard in the balls, you could die. Stupid bitch.
Possible.
The people around you are relegated to a very small portion, but
Yet men do this exact thing right next to each other all the fucking time. Learn to deal with it.
key to manspreading is not noticing.
We grow up on two different tracks. People who manspread just are socialized not to worry about it.
I have so many vivid memories as a child of my mum telling me to close my legs.
With gender, we're constantly working towards trying to get to this middle.
This week of
You're trying to get to this middle, but how come BuzzFeed gets all these man haters on here that just want to say shit about men? If we're trying to get into the middle, how come we're now saying that men is the problem? No, that's not getting to the middle. That's being a fucking twat.
Manspreading is definitely going to make me feel anxious. As much as a super strong feminist, I want to say it won't.
I kind of secretly hope to annoy some men.
If you are doing it to piss off somebody, you are a fucking bitch.
That's my first train trip as a manspreader. I just feel like a monster already. How can you do this every day without being conscious?
That is fucking wrong. If somebody needs to get through, that is wrong. Alright? We do not do that. We are not all of us are so fucking disrespectful to do that shit. Now, I'm actually staring at the camera because I'm getting used to face camming. Because yeah, one day it's gonna be happening. So, fuck her to the fucking moon.
Of it.
I just manspread on the bus for maybe a 5-minute ride for the first time, and it wasn't even half full, and I was already getting glared at, so I think this is going to be a kind of long week.
You weren't getting glared at, you're just a stupid bitch with fucking eyeballs from a fucking fly, apparently. I don't know, what the fuck's wrong? Day 2.
It's day 2 of manspreading, and I forgot that I had to do this.
I think whenever a woman takes up...
Why are you acting like you're sick, you stupid bitch? And whatever she's about to say, she's wrong. Watch this, she's just gonna say something bad in men's favor.
Space, she's considered bossy, she's considered aggressive. There are a lot of stereotypes surrounding black women.
Okay, nobody cares if you're black, white, fucking yellow, smurf, or a goddamn elf, for fuck's sakes. But if you're trying to be rude to somebody, yeah, people are gonna call you out. And right now, you're just being rude to the entirety of the man race, which I'm going to stick up for because everybody in this fucking show, BuzzFeed, sucks my dick. No, I don't want them to suck my dick. They wish they could suck my dick.
Women and whether or not we're angry or we're dominant. And so maybe a lot of the reasons why I do minimalize my presence is because I don't want to be perceived or engage with those
That is wrong. Stupid
stereotypes.
I just got my nails done and I manspread during my entire manicure and nobody
Comfortable, right? You have to be honest, it's fucking comfortable.
really seemed to notice. I'm not sure if it was because it was all women and we were just all kind of in
No, it's because nobody gives two shades of fuck.
our own world or what, but it was
Fly, bitch.
kind of awesome.
I'm halfway through the week and really not enjoying this experiment at all. I'm still giving.
Why? Because you're sexist to men and saying that with them spreading, they're like a disease? I would like to know what the fuck you're talking about, you fucking... I don't know what to say, because I don't know what gender, what sex... Gender and sex is the same thing. Race, if she's actually an organism. Look at that expression.
My seat up to people who need it because, of course, I am.
Men do that. I did it. Old people. Even young kids still got on.
What is it between their legs that's so important that it requires two?
The balls, the balls that produced you, for some reason I really wished that your father was punched in the balls so hard that he could not reproduce.
2 to 3 seats when there are kids, families, women and elderly people standing.
You understand how they're all sitting right next to each other? They look kind of overweight, but they're sitting next to each other because they're not dicks.
Up.
I saw a guy who was taking up 2 seats. When I sat down, I spread my legs out, which kind of pushed his leg into his own seat, and he turned to me and gave me a dirty look and said, "Seriously?"
Yeah, that's because he was sitting there first. You can... I want to punch. I wished I was brought up to be the absolute fuck out of it sometimes. Like, not all women, just these women. But I can't do that because I won't be a man, and feminists are going to come after me for saying that. But my father, one of the great things that he taught me was to never hit a woman.
Women are expected to be quiet, small and almost invisible.
You guys are sitting right there. She's kicking his fucking foot for some fucking reason. But he is fine. He's just... You're fucking overreacting.
Whereas men can be this boisterous slobs and it's...
I mean, yeah, that's fucking wrong. Somebody please don't kick him in the balls.
all good.
Today, instead of feeling the confidence that I've
Jesus fucking Christ, bro, you're so close.
kind of been feeling the rest of the week, I started to feel a little guilty while I was sitting there taking up 2 seats.
You don't take up 2 seats. You take up an entire seat. I'm going to die trying to convince these women they're fucking wrong.
A guy came up to sit next to me, and instead of moving over like I normally would, I kind of just had to sit there with my legs out, and instead of saying something to me, he just sat on the edge of the seat the entire time.
That's called being a prick and an asshole, because you're taking up unnecessarily space, which is their point, but towards us, which is necessarily because if you want our balls to work properly, our dick to work properly, you better fucking look after them.
So I've come across another person, quote unquote, manspreading, but wait, they identify as female. Women can take up space as well?
Even though I'm a confident person, I tend to make myself small even when the situation doesn't call for it, and I kind of felt
Well, that's just playing the victim for no fucking reason, you stupid hoe. Oh, bitch. I'm sorry, I got overreacted because I've done 2 of these fucking videos tonight.
Comfortable manspreading even though there was no one around me.
I've not enjoyed this week at all.
Why?
The very first day where a group of...
That's wrong. You know when she looked over at the man's lying down? That's the exact same thing, you fucking bitch.
people came on. They were going to a game and they were all desperate for a seat, and I was taking up 3 seats, and they started talking about personal space. All their eyes were just on me, and they were...
Because look at you. For one, you kind of look like the guy from Kick-Ass, the villain, this kid, Kick-Ass 1. Oh, you have to be quiet, that's why I'm laughing very quietly. But yeah. She does.
Mostly women. If it was a group of dudes, I would have been like, yeah.
I thought that manspreading would kind of give me this air of disregard because I thought that I worried too much about what people think, and I've realized that I worried just enough. You should be concerned with whether or not the people...
Because you have no reason unless your vagina is the size of fucking Venus.
around you are comfortable, because that means you're a good community member.
My favorite part of this exercise was easily when I got to sit next to men who were taking up way
Men that needed to protect their balls? Yeah. They're the fucking bad guys. You know, whatever, I'm gonna explain after.
too much space and just forcefully work my way into the seat and without words say, hey, I deserve to sit here.
To be forced to manspread really showed me how up your own ass you have to be as a person.
That is up your own ass. You stupid bitch, we do not sit like that. We sit as gentlemanly as possible. With our balls spread.
To not be conscious of those around you.
To the man that's taking up too much space on a bus, on the plane, on the bench, we see you. You don't need that much room. To the young women out there, I say, you should definitely be aware of your surroundings. If there's something that you want, if there's something you want to say, if there's a position that you want to hold, take up that space. You deserve that space.
And you're saying men don't have that exact same right? Man fucking haters. I just want to punch my screen because of them. I honestly hate BuzzFeed, and I haven't even subscribed. Like I said, every time I react, I usually subscribe, but fuck that. To the moon. If you guys like, subscribe, see more from my channel, hit that notification bell, see you boys next video, bye bye.